Hello and welcome. Today we will be learning about dynamic drop-down list in decision forms. Let's understand this with the help of one use case. Here we will be doing car selection with dynamic drop-downs. Our goal is to allow the user to easily select car by narrowing option step by step through cascading drop-downs or dynamic drop-downs. So with the help of our main form, the user selects the car type, let's say SUV, sedan, hatchback. The logic dynamically filters and displays only the brands that manufacture cars of chosen type. The user selects brand from the filtered list. The logic populates the third drop-down with models offered by that brand under the selected types. And at the end, the user can be able to select the desired car model. Let's see how the final car selection form will look like. In the first drop-down, the car category will appear. Either the user want to choose hatchback, SUV, sedan or van. In the next drop-down on selecting car category, brand is getting auto-populated and displaying the corresponding brands like here Maruti Suzuki, Renault, Datsun or Nissan. Next, on selecting the brand, list of the cars is getting auto-populated and giving the list which is falling under the hatchback category of brand Maruti Suzuki. Now let's go ahead and see how we can create this in decisions. Alright, so this is my decisions environment. Here we will be just going ahead and creating one form. Here we are having our dynamic drop-downs form. I'll just go ahead and drag and drop this drop-down. I'll just give the name car category. Next drop down gonna be brand and third drop down gonna be list of cars. Now in the first one, we want this to be the primary one. On the basis of this drop down selection, these two will be getting auto populated. Now here I will be just passing my input data type. I'll just keep it static and I will be just going ahead and passing the list items inside it. So here I am having my list of car category. Now coming to the brand. Now at the brand, I will be just setting my input data type as string and list input source. So previously, as I have kept this static, okay, so you must have seen here it is giving me more options. Data name, flow, static, we can choose any. Static we have seen when we will be keeping it static, we are supposed to pass the constant values. So here we will be just going ahead and choosing the flow. By choosing the flow, it is giving us option to pick or create the flow. So for that one, we will be just going ahead and say create new flow. So here I can just go ahead and create my flow to populate the brand name. First of all, what we need the car category. We will be passing the car category as a given input. Now I'll just run one simple truth table where I will be holding all my car categories and the brand. So here's my truth table step. I'll just go ahead and say pick existing. Here I am having already created truth table. Okay, inside that I am giving all the car categories and the corresponding brand names. So here on the has no match outcomes, I'll be just passing brand not exist. Now here we have built our logic with the help of truth table. Here we will be passing the car category as an input, and here at the truth table we are having the car categories and the corresponding brand names. Now at the end step, I'll just select the truth table result and I'll say save. Now here in our form, we can see the flow input data is coming as a car category. Okay, and now here we can see at the flow we are able to see the dynamic brand flow, okay, which is becoming the source of this brand drop down. Okay, So how we will be just going ahead and getting the flow input data? Here it is given typed in text, but no, we need to get from the form control. Which form control? That is the car category. So we will be setting our flow input data that will be coming from the car category. Now I'll just go ahead and save this. I'll quickly create one flow. So here is my form. Inside it, I'll just give the inputs as ignore because we will be eventually selecting it. On debugging this, my car category is hatchback. My brand name is coming as Maruti Suzuki, Renault, Datsun, Nissan. Now if I can just go ahead and select the SUV, my corresponding brand names are getting changed to Kia, Hyundai, Tata, Maruti Suzuki. If I just go for the van, car category, the brand names are coming up as Maruti Suzuki, Toyota, Kia. So this is how this dynamic drop-downs works. Now let's go ahead and just populate this one and go for the list of the cars. So we can see here there is nothing because we have not configured the list of cars till now. Now let's go ahead and populate that one as well. I select again the type of input data as a string and the input list source as a flow, where I'll be just going ahead and creating one flow. So here is my flow designer. Now I can just go ahead and create one truth table. So if we can just go ahead and edit the truth table, here I have defined the brands in the car category. So here as per the car category, I have defined the brands, along with that the list of the cars, so that the corresponding car category will be redirected to the correct brand and the correct car. Now here I am supposed to pass the brand and the car category as an input. So here I will be just going ahead and say brand and say car category, and I'll say save. Now I'll be just mapping the same brand and the car category. Done. The end step, I'll just select the truth table result and say save. Okay, so here in the flow input data, we will be just going ahead and selecting from the form control, and at the brand we will be choosing the brand, and here we will be just going ahead and selecting the car category. Now I'll just go ahead and save this form, and here at the flow, let's go ahead and run this. And let's select any of the car category. Let's say we go ahead with the sedan, and the corresponding brands that we are able to see as Skoda, Toyota, Honda and Hyundai. So we will go with the Toyota, and here there is no cars available for the Toyota. Now let's go and pick for the Skoda. Here we can see there are two cars that is there to pick. So what is happening in this one, all three drop downs are interconnected with each other. So once we will be able to get the car category, so on that particular car category, the corresponding brands are coming up with our curated logic. Now once the brand is done, on the basis of that only, we are able to get the list of cars. So this is how dynamic drop-down works. So in this one, we have discussed one option to create the dynamic drop-down by just using the list input source. One other option that you can just go ahead and create with the help of active form flows. You can just go ahead and create active form flow, and you can pick the triggers and put the same logic. You will be able to work with the dynamic drop downs with the help of active form flows as well. So that's it for this session. Thank you so much. Happy learning.